again, this movement is very simple. So just breathe in, raise your arms from here. Feel your shoulders expand sideways and kind of feel like you're opening your back here by pushing your shoulders to go sideways. And then from here, breathe out. Have your palms, arms extend to the front and sink down. Okay, again, breathe in. Body goes up. From here, actually, you pause your breathing, okay? When you expand your shoulders. And then when you push out, you breathe out and sink down. Okay, so movement and breathing are very simple. So in terms of energy, this time we inhale directly from the Yongquan, and the qi from the Yongquan go into your legs. So the qi goes into your legs, merge again together at the way in, and go up along your back to the back side of your middle dantian. So it is very similar to the first movement. However, in this movement, we stay here a little bit longer. Okay, so I said from here, you pause your breathing. So you just relax. You don't hold your breath. You don't inhale and you don't exhale. Just relax and put your focus on this area we call Zhaji, which is just the back side of your middle dantian. Okay, so for the middle dantian, feel your sternum. Okay, so at the end of your sternum, from here inside, and then at the opposite is the Zhaji. In the Neigong and most of the Taoist practice, whenever they are talking about some points, usually they are quite different than the acupuncture points. For acupuncture points, it is associated with some physical parts of the body. However, when the Taoists talk about some points, it is usually referring to an energetic area which is in proximity with the acupuncture point. Okay, so for example, the Zhaji here, you just need to think about it as an area somewhere close to here. You don't need to be very exact, because we are talking about an energy area. And the energy area will expand. The location will also change as you progress in your practice. So you just need to know it's up somewhere here. It is fine, you don't need to be very exact. And later on, when you progress further, you have more sensitivity, you can clearly feel the exact location. If you look at this classic Neigong diagram, which you can treat as a roadmap for the Taoist inner practice, you can see it described the Zhaji as a gate. That means qi has a difficulty passing through there. Physically, it is also the narrowest part along the center of your back. So with this motion of expanding the shoulders sideways, it helps to open it up. Also, when you look at me doing it like this, it feels like here is pulling back out a little bit. So, like this. So when you do this, it helps to open it. But if you do the opposite, like what I said in the basic posture requirements, you're closing your arms like this and have your chest stick out like this, it will further block the qi flow there. So remember to relax the shoulders, even feel there's some space in the armpits, like there's some force expanding the shoulders sideways. And then here, if you touch it, okay, kind of feel like it is a little bit flat, okay, so if you do it like this, you feel here it's curving in, you will block the qi flow, and when you do this, it feels here is expanding a little bit backward, which helps to open it. There is another gate below the Jiaji point called Weilü Gate. The Weilü Gate is located in the area between the anus and the tip of the tailbone. It is relatively easier to open than the Jiaji Gate. In the level 1 and 2 Qigong mode and Tai Chi posture requirement programs, I have already talked in details about the proper tailbone position during the Tai Chi and Qigong movements. So as long as you follow that, it is easy to open. Furthermore, in this Neigong set, Qi passes through this Weilü gate in almost every movement. So you should have no problem of opening this gate at the bottom. Okay, back to the qi flow of this movement. So from here, you expand the shoulders sideways, the energy state in the Jiaji gate, and try to feel the energy expanding from here, okay? And then when you're ready to release the energy from there, so just like the first movement, the energy from the Jiaji split into two paths. And this time you travel, okay, you consciously feel and guide the qi to pass through two very important points we call Gao Huang, which is along the edge of your shoulder blade to the shoulders. The Gao Huang points along the edge of your shoulder blades are very important, according to Shen Si Miao, which is a very famous Taoist medical doctor who earned the nickname Medicine King. He said these Gao Huang points may effectively treat every conditions of the human system. According to Chinese medicine, when someone exhausts his life force, that means qi, he will die naturally. However, Shen Si Miao finds that there are some excess reserve of this life force in the Gao Huang area, which almost no one utilizes them. Through some inner practice, there is a chance to unlock this reserve. So as you breathe out, consciously feel the qi pass through these Gao Huang points before reaching your shoulders. And then just like the first movement, qi comes out from your arms, and this time you sink down at the same time. And then qi comes in again from your Yongquan, through your legs, go up, merge at the Wei Yin, and go up to the Jiaji again. In traditional Tai Chi Chuan, there is a similar movement called fan through back, which you do something like this. The muscle application is very simple. You grab someone's arms and you hit the side of your opponent. Okay, so imagine someone's standing here, you grab the arms and do an elbow to your opponent's width. Most Tai Chi Chuan practitioners they do not know why this movement is called fan through the back. It may sound very strange to them. It is because the energy flow of these traditional Tai Chi Chuan movements is very similar, which from the Jiaji point is spread to the shoulders. The qi pass through and open the trapezius muscle sideways, which is like a hand fan. So that's why it has this name. In many of the Taoist Neigong practice, you see a practice called 肘后飞金晶, which translates into English literally, it means behind the elbow, flying golden crystal. You may say, what? Well, even to the Chinese, this name is very strange. So most people simply just ignore it when they read something like this. Without the key from an authentic lineage passed down by a real Taoist master, it is extremely difficult to understand what these classics are talking about. Okay, so here, what is behind the elbow? So behind the elbows are your Jiaji points and flying golden crystal, which is a phenomena that you will experience when your Jiaji gate is fully opened. I'm not going to elaborate further on this because I don't want you to imagine or visualize it. Visualization and imagination has their roles for beginners when they still cannot feel or see anything. However, as one progresses, if they keep on imagining and visualizing all the time, when they are at a more advanced stage, it will hinder their progress because they cannot distinguish anymore what is real and what is their imagination.